Hello, Aries. Happy New Year. Welcome back to my channel. For all my new viewers, my name is JJ. Thank you for being here. This is going to be your general tarot reading for the month of January 2017. We're going to be looking at the energies that are taking over for you guys this month. For me, the first reading of the year is the one that sets the tone for the rest of the year as well. It helps us decide what the correct, which direction we ought to take as well. And it's, the month in the year. Wow, your own card just went flying out. Went flying out of the deck. Wow. And you know what? I kind of got that energy when I was meditating, that things were really quick. Really quick. And if anything came to me in a claircognizance sense, it was that you guys are like a ticking time bomb right now. But I don't know how this is actually going to apply for the rest of the reading. These are just things that came to me. Quick signals and being like a ticking time bomb. And there seems to be a lot of energy in the cards now. So I'm looking forward to this reading. I hope it ends up being positive. Although, generally speaking, things are a little bit tense for all the signs this first month. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put these back in. They didn't flip, so I didn't see them, but the Wheel of Fortune came out and sat on its back, so definitely looking at that. We have quite a mix of cards here so far. An Ace of Cups, your own element of the Emperor, King of Pentacles, and a Wheel of Fortune. There's quite a lot happening. New beginnings on a love front. Assertion in career. Imposing order. My Lord. Sorry, I don't know what's going on, but I am unable to shuffle these cards normally today for you guys, which is quite contrary to this idea that I'm getting you want to impose law and order. There are too many cards, too many cards. Insisting on making this year a very good one, aren't we, huh? And this month, it looks like there's a lot of love coming your way. In the recent history here, I see that an offering of love was made your way. And in fact, a lot of love, so we're not talking in an ordinary quantity here. We're talking an abundance of it with both this Ace of Cups and this Knight of Cups here. This can also be talking about a water sign who's made this gesture towards your direction. But you're completely blind to this, Aries, actually. You don't see this right now. You're focused on other things. Yeah. You're focusing on money. You're focusing on money and your intellect right now is very important for you. You're just insistent on things starting in a fast way. Some of you aren't so sure what to do with this love that's come in and are doubting it, actually, or aren't allowing it to evolve into anything by preventing yourself from A, seeing that this offer of love is genuine, B, being too afraid to kind of exit this stagnation that you've placed yourself in. And as I said that, the Hanged Man popped up, so looks like at the very center of the reading is this Ace of Pentacles. So that is your focus right now, Aries. Your focus is on making more money. Your focus is on gaining status in the workplace, just as much as it is in having a general new beginning. And you're in a very good position right now to manifest your desires and to see them flourish. You are. You're quite sharp right now. Sharp, quick, and accurate. Some of you, I'm getting a feeling, are acting as advisors for large corporations. Can be. In which case, I don't even expect you to admit that. But when it comes to all things love right now, Aries, you're really putting a stop to it. You're halting it. You're doing this to yourself entirely. Apart from this Hanged Man here who's urging you to kind of loosen up. Well, not loosen up entirely, because then you're just going to fall flat on your head. But is urging you to take it easy a little bit. Take it easy and just surrender to the flow of things. But that's not something you're very capable of doing, are you, Aries? Not right now, at least. You've got other things on your minds. You've got other things on your mind. But you're not going to stay in this fixed state for too long. You're eventually going to give in and let part of this Ace of Cups actually enter your life. I mean, it has already entered your life if I'm going to follow the trajectory of the cards and say that this is in your past position. And this being in your future tells me that you ease up from this mental status of an Eight of Swords, which is preventing you from acknowledging the love that's pouring into your life right now, because you're too fixated on getting together parts of your work and trying to secure a more stable foundation and future for yourself, financially speaking here. You want to invest in the right home for you is something else that's coming through as well. You want to make enough money to renovate, possibly move into a new house before you even think about committing to marriage, or like actually taking a step forward with your partner if you are already partnered up with someone. And if you're not already partnered up with someone, then this love has been proposed to you recently. But you find that you might not have a lot of time for it. However, this is something that is fated and destined. And for those of you who are in a relationship, one of you has made a proposal to actually either move in together or at least take the relationship seriously and commit through engagement or or to get married if you're already engaged. And if that's the case, well, then I want to congratulate you. That's amazing. I see 3 queens here, which is never something that strikes my fancy in a good way. However, one of them is reversed, this Queen of Cups. She is reversed. She's not too happy to be in this state. Or you are over the moon and extremely emotional right now at this time. Especially if you have decided to take this grand leap of faith and move in with your partner, which could be what this Knight of Cups is talking about here, this initiative to take things to the next level, which might have caused you to be taken off guard a little bit. But after you settle down and you calm down and you think about it and you guys talk it through and you work out all the financials and get your prenups in order, if any of you are even thinking about that, depends on like how wealthy you are. But if I'm going to be looking at this couple here, this King of Pentacles with his Queen of Pentacles, both have appeared in this reading, this couple is very well off. And together, their fortunes combined is quite significant. So you might not even have to worry too much about getting to, having the house of your dreams right now. But this doesn't make it any less stressful, of course. It's still quite a big deal. But what is confusing me a little bit here is this element of walking away as well that seems to be coming up with this 6 of Swords and this 8 of Cups here more than the 6 of Swords, because the 6 of Swords is just telling me that you're calming down and you're willing to accept the situation. If we're talking about a love that's come into your life that you were a little bit in denial about, or you just simply couldn't recognize it, you couldn't see it, and it took you a while and before it kind of like smacked you in the face. So you go from being this intellectual Queen of Pentacles, if you're a woman watching this video, to a very passionate Queen of Wands who's all of a sudden really excited for this prospect of moving in together, and you're getting ready you're anticipating all of this action and celebration that's going to come up for you. And naturally, all the new beginnings that come with something like this. So you might also be feeling extremely emotional and not really knowing what to do with this emotion, because Aries likes to regulate their emotion and doesn't usually like to show people everything that they're feeling apart from rage and anger. Like when you get really angry, then the whole world shall know. You will, like, you don't even have to announce it. It just shows. it shines through you. But when it comes to this, to your more sensitive nature, you don't tend to express yourselves with as much confidence. You're not as assertive when it comes to the lighter side of emotions, or the deeper aspects of emotions. I'm not saying that you guys are shallow at all. No, no, not at all. In fact, you're very deep in your own way. But when it comes to like lovey-dovey things, you could use a little fine-tuning here and there, and you could definitely loosen up. That's for sure. But it can be that here you might be walking away from emotional disappointment, and not necessarily walking away and walking out on someone. Because I get this, I get more the impression of a union and coming together than I do the opposite here. This Queen of Cups can be someone who is extremely jealous as well. If we're not talking about your own emotions, like really going overboard here because you're just so happy, or just really emotional in general, then this might be someone who's rather envious of your current situation here, and envious of the fact that you're coming together in a serious way. Aries, Aries, Aries. This is not the easiest of readings to interpret, in my experience. Let me see. If some of you are still in this state of being blocked, and feeling like you can't move, and just feeling like you're stuck, then I want you to know that this Wheel of Fortune here is urging you to also accept the situation. Like, no matter how much you try to prevent yourself from moving on a mental level, it's like it doesn't matter how far you go from A to B physically, like from moving from one destination to the next. If you're stuck in your mind on a mental level, unable to take that mature leap that is needed to complete a phase in order for this Wheel of Fortune to continue spinning in your favor, then you might jeopardize this Ace of Pentacles and not take full advantage of this Page of Cups energy here, which is saying that you can transform your thoughts into form right now. You have more of an ability to do this. And the Hanged Man is coming up to tell you that it's kind of like the Hanged Man is slowing time down for you, because in one way or another, it's kind of like this divine knowing that you are holding yourself back, but the universe is actually cutting you some slack, saying we realize that you might not be so ready to take this huge leap in love, but we want you to have this love. So we're going to do you a favor, and we're going to slow time down for you, just enough for you to catch up on a mental level. That I'm getting. Okay, so I usually tell people that when three queens pops up in a reading, then they need to pay attention to the women that they are around, because one may be particularly deceptive. But we have three queens here. Two are in the upright, with this Queen of Pentacles and this Queen of Wands, and one is in reverse. So it wouldn't be correct for me to read the cards in the way that I usually do just because three queens have popped up and tell you that there is someone to look out for. But the Queen of Cups being in reverse alone, on her own, suggests that someone in your environment, possibly a water sign, can't be trusted. And that, it to me, is very different from being deceptive. That to me is different from a betrayal. It's because this person may be a good person deep down, but you simply can't trust them in this moment. And it could very well be, Aries, that due to your heightened psychic ability right now, because of this Page of Cups, if you sharpen your mind, and I know you're very quick right now, because that was the feeling that I was getting anyway earlier on when I was meditating. But if you keep this up, if you keep this sharpness up, this alertness up, then you might piece this together on your own, that someone rather distinguished, like an authority figure of sorts, can't be trusted right now, and that's the person that you may be walking away from. Whereas this fire sign in your life is a sincere friend that you can trust, and someone who wants the best for you. But it can also represent, at the same time, your shift in energies from being very focused on material matters right now, focused on material matters, particularly your financial wealth. And it's not like, because I don't see an indication here that you need to make more money. I'm not getting that impression. I'm simply getting the fact that you need to get your money in order. You need to make sure that everything is ready and on the go, and that you can trust all the paperwork and everything's a-okay, and you're just working extra hard on fine-tuning the details right now, making sure that you don't punch in any incorrect numbers. As you prepare for the possibility of moving in together, or finding a place together if you haven't already found a place, and planning for this in the future. So you're still in the stages of initiation now. All in all, this is really nice. I'm liking this reading, Aries. I just want to take a closer look, though, at this Eight of Cups, because it's bothering me a little bit. And this Queen of Cups in reverse, too. Let me try to zoom in on that. So, who is this Queen of Cups, and why is she reversed in Aries' reading? Who is this person that Aries may not be able to trust? Who's this Queen of Cups? Why is she reversed? Okay. I'm getting this Nine of Wands here as a clarifier to this Queen of Cups. And so I'm not getting a true indication of who this person is, more than a description of their unrelenting behavior and their insistence on, sticking to their guns. Like, whoever this person is that you can't trust might have been plotting something against you for quite a while now. And I don't mean to say this in a very evil way. Like, I'm not saying that your life is being threatened or anything like that, but it's more that this person is actually quite tired as well. So thirsty. I'm getting the impression that this person is really tired. Like, they've been fighting a battle. They know they can't win. What is this Eight of Cups? This is someone you know. I mean, okay, of course it's someone you know, but this can also be a soulmate figure. And not all soulmates end happily. FYI, I mean, not all soulmates have to be happy soulmates. This can be a karmic soulmate relationship. This is someone who you've known for quite a while, Aries, who is leaving the picture. And they can be a fire sign. If they are not a water sign, they can be a fire sign like yourself. But I'm getting more of a feeling that they are a water sign because of the Six of Cups here, the Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yes. Yes. Just seeing if anything else can come up for further clarification. We have this Eight of Wands that I'm getting in close relation with this Four of Wands here. When it popped up, my eyes immediately fell to the Four of Wands. So if you're looking for a new house, not now, but at a later stage, you're going to be getting quite a few choices, actually, with this Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're gonna be bidding on a couple of houses, and both, like, your options will be quite lucrative. You might encounter two options that are quite decent, and it's just a matter of weighing out the pros and cons of each. But a decision is going to have to be made pretty quickly, and you may find yourself making a decision rather quickly, even though this Two of Pentacles figure usually takes their time when it comes to these things. I'm gonna say in this case, it's action that needs to be taken quicker than usual if you want a shot at gaining the property of your choice. But this Eight of Wands is also suggesting that you will be able to make this choice. It's kind of like you fall in love with the property, actually, where, one of you sees it and just says, that's it, that's the one, that's it, that's the one. But, wanting to make sure that you don't act too hasty and all, and that you end up investing your money in the right place and in the right property. Of course, it's natural to take some time to juggle between the options. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Actually, I don't think I have any more messages to deliver you through the tarot this month. It's looking quite good. It's heavily focused on love. Of course, there is a portion here that's telling me that you're also focused on career. For those of you who have this love who's come in and you just don't have time for it whatsoever, you're preventing yourself from opening up to the possibility of having something grow. But I can tell you that this is a very good time for you to meet someone new. And it's a very good time for you to move forward with someone new as well, because Aries is very lucky in marriage this year. And we have a marriage card here. This Four of Wands can be seen as a marriage card. And we have 2 6s, which I believe, I'm just going to take a look and see what the recurring numbers are. You have 2 8s and 2 6s. Okay. Okay, so some irritation, perhaps even some hesitation. The hesitation I feel comes more from my single Aries. Because it wouldn't, I mean, I don't see all of my Aries refusing this love. And whether or not you like it, I mean, there's just so much of it that's present here in your reading. Granted, it's in the past position. But this Knight of Cups is also, you know, I feel like the combination of the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups is just an abundance of so much love in general. And with this Ace of Pentacles being in the center of the reading, the Ace of Pentacles can talk about just having favorable, like all sorts of favorable aspects and not just money. Even though there is like a huge focus on gaining order in finances here. Not that all of you need it. Not that all of you need it, because some of you may already be in a very good spot, good place in your lives. So this is... But when it comes to making up your mind about a house, of course, you know, that involves a lot of money. If you are thinking about joining assets with your partner, then the Aries in you is going to want to make sure that this is done lawfully and you take all necessary measures to make sure that you're protected and you're secured. And some of you are encountering this figure who you can't really trust around you in your environment, who will soon be leaving the picture out of pure exhaustion. This may be someone who was after you, who was interested in you, who was pursuing you for quite a while, and you may have been blind to this anyway. You may have not seen it coming. You may have not, you know, like realized how much this person was into you, and they stuck around and they figured that maybe eventually you would cave. But this person is reaching their wits' end right now and will soon be leaving the picture. And if they're not the ones who leave, you are the ones who will exit their lives. Yeah, so that's what I have for you guys. Oh, looks like you're going to have a good month, or, you know, better than other signs. I hope you have a wonderful 2017, Aries, and a wonderful January, rest of January. Let me know what you think. Thumbs me up, leave me a comment. For all of those who got a private reading with me, I'm really thankful as well. Thank you so much for trusting me to do these readings for you. It is my pleasure to bring these general readings as well on a monthly basis, and I hope to be expanding them in one way or another, inserting different themes. I'm expecting to receive a couple of more decks really soon, which are they're going to take me some time to get used to anyways before I introduce them to you. But I'm looking forward to new journeys that I can have with new decks. So I hope that that will spice things up as well. Other than that, Aries, namaste. Thank you for being here. I will talk to you soon. Bisous. Bye-bye.